Welcome to Market Matters. I'm Charlotte Chong, joined by Nadia Hassan. Today, company in the news. We don't have a particular company, but we are going to discuss about oil and gas counters.
Yes, exactly. Big bonanza. So the reason why was because there was a story on the edge markets today talking about how you saw a lot of buying in the oil and gas counters, and repeating what we said just now, you are who you buy. I think a lot of people are just using up the last of what Santa gave them and are going to go and buy oil sectors that oil companies that have been massively depressed over the past year. So which is the three that we're looking at today? We're looking at basically Dagangan, which is one of the big ones from Petronas, SapuraKencana, which is the
Shell.
last, and Shell, which is your elder statesman.
So what Kenanga research analyst Sean Lim actually say that investors were accumulating oil and gas stocks on share price weakness. All these three companies, not just these three companies, probably all of the oil and gas counters that we have in Bursa Malaysia, we have seen it going down because of the dip of oil prices.
Dip or crash? What would you call it?
Slight dip nowadays, but crash earlier this year.
Exactly. So the thing is, the report by OPEC gave a less bleak outlook for the world oil market. But you know, opinions are like something. Everybody almost has them. And the fact is, I saw this one really provocative headline. We will see 90 ringgit, 19 US dollar, oil again in the year 2036 or something along those lines. So I don't know. The OPEC says it's less bleak. How less bleak can it be?
OPEC also said that oil price could rebound to 70 US dollars by 2020. Do you believe that?
No.
Now it's at 34.
When pigs fly, I'll believe
34 US dollars a barrel.
Exactly. So the fact is, we're looking at PetDag. So PetDag is, of course, the more retail arm of Petronas. They went up about 4.17, which is big for a stock that's 25 ringgit. And the fact is, they said that they were planning to exit Vietnam earlier this month. They are selling 2 of its local units that bottle and distribute liquefied petroleum. I think it's no skin off their back. They are just saying that we are holding on, even though the earnings, as you can see, are not bad. They are still holding on, and they're trying to clean up house. I am a big proponent of cleaning up your house before you do anything else. I mean, what's next then?
Okay, the next one is Shell. Shell, a refining company. And this company has been incurring after-tax losses since FY13. Shell Overseas Holdings Limited, earlier this year, they say they have been willing to sell its 51% stake in the company. They want to exit downstream business in the country. But I wonder who has the war chest, or who has the money to buy over this 51% stake from Shell Overseas Holdings Limited. If they are going to buy over this 51% stake, they have to, make a takeover offer of the company.
Well, it's up about 5-10% today to 5 ringgit and 15. The last one, of course, is, before we move on, is SapuraKencana. These guys rose to about 9.94% to 1 ringgit and 99. Definitely the more affordable if you're looking for something that's oil and gas. Their earnings were bad, 62.7%, but all of that was on impairment, which, of course, you and me know is paper, right? It's not exactly loss of cash. So I don't know. I think for them, what they have to do is get over the impairments. They have to do that and hold their business, because I think their share price has hurt quite a lot more than most people this year, as you can actually see by the stock. I mean, just to wrap it up for you.
To take it all home, OPEC actually came up with a report, World Oil Outlook report on December 23rd. They stressed that there could be a gradual improvement in the market condition, and I think that's the reason why we saw a lot of investors are buying up oil and gas counters nowadays. PetDag, they have announced that they are planning to exit the Vietnam market, selling 2 local units. But Shell has been incurring after-tax losses since FY13, and they are planning to dispose 51% stake in the Malaysian operation, exiting their downstream business. Now let's move on to our last segment. We have Insider Asia Stock of the Day, UPA Corp Bhd. It was founded in 1975. Actually, UPA Corp Bhd, we haven't really talked about this company before. Actually, what do they do?
I think if you can see from the lowdown, they do diary and papers. Their shares actually went up today about 5.53%, up to 2 ringgit and 10, which is actually quite okay. They picked it as the stock of the day in June this year. So it has seen quite a nice... If you can see by the chart, it's actually gone quite okay, I think, if you bought it. But of course, it's more for the defensive nature. But I don't know if diary and paper divisions are defensive. Do you have a diary?
I do. I have a lot of free diaries from all the media events.
No, but do you actually have your own diary? I mean, I have a Moleskine, which I really love, but it's massively expensive. And I think the art of putting things down in your diary has come back for a lot of people. But this company, they like them because it's attractive valuations, good underlying fundamentals. We can pretty much say it in our sleep now, but there's nothing wrong with that.
Now, diary and paper division in this company actually accounted for most of its revenue, 88%, remaining coming from printing-related machines. Now, IA like this stock, like what you say just now, attractive valuations, good underlying fundamentals. We're not surprised because IA has been selecting stocks like that. Strong balance sheet with net cash and good dividend track record. They are stand to benefit from export business, accounted for about 50.6% of its 2014 revenue.
More interestingly, of course, is that they've been consistently paying dividends, which is a nice big ka-ching, right? They've been doing it since 1999. Which was the year that Britney Spears' Baby Hit Me One More Time actually came out.
That's why Michelle played just now.
As one of our colleagues actually played it in our office. Dividends were total about 8 cents over the past 2 years. It's about 5.02% yield, which I think they think is still pretty decent. And they believe that this, more important than anything else, it's not a flash in the pan, it's sustainable. So that's what the big thing is, based on their strong net cash position.
Stock trades a trailing PE of 8.7 times EV/EBITDA of only 3.9 times and 0.8 times book. I think, considerably cheap compared with its peers. If you compare with its peer, Asia Fire Corporation Bhd trade at 16.3 times, which is twice as much as it's the trailing PE of this company.
So the thing is, IA does not mince words. They do say that they've had some disappointing results this year, UPA. But the revenue was actually boosted higher sales from machine trading segment, as you can actually see by the earnings. You did see some good improvements. I think it's the resiliency that's going to last for them. They actually have 2 factories in Kuchai Lama, which is near where I live, and
2 others in Sri Kembangan as well.
Yes, exactly. So all of this, right? I used to produce packaging material and all of the perform reconditioning and refurbishment of used printing machines. I think those are the things that are going to give them the higher margin. I think as long as they concentrate on that, it should be quite.
Also, the sole agent for Komori. Have you heard of this brand before? It's the brand of printing machines in Japan. And they have been maintaining all the printing machines as well.
I have not. I must check it out.
Now, let's take it all home. Our shares actually up 5.53% to 2.1 ringgit. To date, shares up 35.5%. IA likes the stock because of its attractive valuations, good fundamentals. Trailing PE was at 8.7 times. Dividends total 8 cents per share, translating into about 4.02% yield. Thank you for watching. I'm Charlotte Chong, joined by Nadia Hassan. If you need more information about the stocks that we have discussed earlier, please visit www.theedgemarkets.com or pick up a physical copy of The Edge Financial Daily or Edge Weekly. Good night and good luck.